it's like when you go, it was a funny ass thing. It was like when you go to a Asian restaurant and the food is a little undercooked and it's a cat punching through the stuff. It's literally like a cat punching through the stuff. And in my head, and that's what I mean, like when people are like oversensitive about things, I'm all like, listen, like this is fucked up, right? But this shit is hilarious. And you can't argue that this is hilarious, right? Even if you get offended about it, it just means you don't have a funny bone in your body.
Dude, our species is gonna die out because more and more people are not giving a fuck about making their own food. Because now we have shit like Uber. We have 700 different apps just to call a sweaty Persian guy to bring us our food. For extra money, right? We extra money and we give them a tip. Some sweaty Persian guy comes and delivers whatever the fuck we want. At any given moment of any time. At like 4 a.m. I could ask some guy to bring me taco.
And it's always the same sweaty Persian guy.
Yeah, it's always this. He works for every single
He
app.
works for UberEats, he works for Yelp, he works for Grubhub, Seamless, all of those.
I was talking to some guy at work and I was like, I have to leave to get lunch in a bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, what'd you get? I'm like, oh, I made some chicken. He's like, oh man, I wish I knew how to cook. I've been eating, like, whenever I get hungry, me and my wife just call UberEats or whatever. And I'm like, neither of you know how to cook? And he's like, yeah, whatever.
That's a wild.
You don't need to learn how to cook to exist anymore. That's what he said, right? And I was like, you know what? You might be right, but that's fucking terrifying.
You know how, like, in all those movies, right? Where, like, you know, like, the apocalypse comes, right? But, like, people know how to survive. Like, they can start fires and shit.
We can't do that.
Our society is fucked. These kids, like, they're gonna be like, oh, we have to kill a squirrel and cook it? Yeah,
Can we
no.
Uber Eats the fireplace? You know, like,
Yeah, you're like, yo, Satan, can you send over some Burger King real quick? Like, I'm gonna need a Subway foot long right now. Like, while the world is ending, it's like, yo, I'm gonna need, like, this. And you know what's crazy? The Persian guy will still come. The Persian guy's still there. He's like, yeah, I got you, bro.
yeah, he's gonna still pull up in his van, yo.
The apocalypse is not stopping the Persian guy from his Uber Eats job, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
You know what the thing is? I call these things because I don't want to leave my house and I want to minimize human contact.
Yes.
But the last, like, 2 or 3 times I've used it, first of all, the guy calls me on my phone. Who gave him my fucking number? I didn't agree to that.
Yeah.
He calls my... It's always the same thing. Hello, my friend. I'm outside. I'm like... I open the door expecting him to be there. He's in his car with his window rolled down. He gives me one of, like, that wave with his hands.
Yo, Uber Eats drivers are wild.
They give no fucks.
They're just like, yeah, no, you're gonna have to tip me regardless, bro. Oh, you know what's crazy? The sweaty Persian guy always leaves his sweaty Persian smell on your Subway.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to eat, like, you know, I'm trying to eat my Subway foot long, right? My Chipotle, like, you know what I mean? Chipotle sauce. And all I smell is, like, sweaty Persian in
it's a bonus seasoning, yo. It tastes completely different.
It gives it a complete different taste. There's these dudes that I walk behind, like, at the gym, right? And I'll be, like, drinking my, like, Propel or whatever I'm drinking, right? And then in my Propel is, like, kiwi flavored, but it's actually, like, now kiwi and curry flavored, right? Because all of that shit just went into my nose.
Yeah, the smell of them plus the taste of whatever you're eating creates a new dynamic in your mouth.
Yeah, it's, like, a completely, like, different, like, texture in your mouth.
Yo, you know what made me sad one day? I was talking to one of my friends who I used to take the bus with to school, and he goes, yo, for, like, a whole year straight in, like, middle school, every day you get on the bus smelling like fucking curry, right?
Yeah, that's a wild.
And I was like, I think back to this year, I'm like, I used to wonder why people would get annoyed with me if I sat next to them on the bus, because I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to get to school. Yeah. Now I understand. And now I'm really sad about it.
You should send all those kids you sat next to on the bus an apology.
Dude, because you have to understand, if you're not, like, brown, smelling like curry, we don't know. We have no idea. And if you point it out, you're an asshole, okay? You can't